Welcome back, everybody. This is Mike, and we are back with another resort room tour today. We are over at Disney's Fort Wilderness. We are staying in the cabins. You can actually see one over here right behind me. So I've got Anna in tow with me, and we're going to do a little video. Carla and Elsa are off doing a horseback trail ride, so we'll have a different video about that here later on in the coming days probably, or maybe we'll have already posted at this point. But we're at the cabins, so we just checked in about 2 hours ago. I've just kind of gone through the room, did some photos. Now we're gonna do some video, so if y'all want to check it out, let's go inside. Now before we go inside, I guess I should show you, we've got this little landing area right here. It's a little patio where you got a little picnic table and you can sit down and have a meal if you want to or not. You will notice there are two doors on the front of the cabin. So the one over here on the right is actually the entrance. You can see it has the magic band lock on it, and the one over here on the left actually goes into the master bedroom, and it's not really accessible. There's no lock or anything from the outside, and it's pretty well locked on the inside. But aesthetically from the outside, you can kind of see it's really very cabin-like. I'm not sure if this is actually real wood on here. I didn't actually knock on it earlier. Let me see. Yeah, no, that feels like real wood. So they're kind of designed to look like they're log cabins of old. They got a little bit of, I'm not sure, stuff you want to call it, coming off the trees above that are on the roofs. But it's got a very, again, Fort Wilderness vibe going on with it on the outside. But let's go take a look at what it looks like inside. Okay, so that was a little entrance video, and what you can see in here is the living area. So you've got a little a couch that will hold 2, maybe 3 people, a chair for sitting. You can see the standard Disney, TV setup right there. A couple of little end areas that you probably are more useful just for storing things. I don't know if they have any great function or purpose. You can see the table to sit at, so there's a bench and then 3 chairs on this side. So it'll probably seat 6, and then obviously you can sit in the chairs or couches if you need to have more. So beyond the 6 chairs, I do like the little fun light fixtures here. Hopefully it isn't too blown out in the video. They look kind of whitish here, but they're fun little outdoor themes. Kind of reminds me of Wilderness Lodge a little bit, but this is obviously, Fort Wilderness, so a little different. So the room is designed to hold up to 6 people. So the couch, I guess I should have pointed out earlier, does pull out into a little bed. So I'll show you how that works here in a minute. And then back in the main sleeping room, there is room for 4 people back there. When it comes to eating, so this is kind of like, not kind of like, it functions like a DVC resort. So you're going to find a full kitchen in the cabin. So you can see the dishwasher, a refrigerator, microwave. Then you got up in the cupboards, you're going to find, plates and no cups in that one. Maybe there over here. Yeah, so cups. So you got coffee mugs, little. Oh, I like this. This is kind of fun. Little mugs. They're almost kind of very rustic on their own thing. So kind of very theme appropriate, if you want to call it that. And again, the refrigerator is, full size. You can fit plenty of stuff in here. So if you want to come and stay for a while, you can cook and do whatever you want to do with that. The cooktop is a little bit smaller than kind of your standard DVC type resort. I think about the one that we stayed at a couple of months ago over at Saratoga Springs. I'll link to that video actually up here in a card, so you can kind of see what kind of maybe a full DVC resort type setup looks like. But I really like the aesthetic here. I don't know when these might have been renovated, but they definitely probably aren't the original aesthetics from whenever these cabins were built back in, I guess it was the 70s. I'm not exactly sure. I know Fort Wilderness opened a long time ago. I'm not sure when the cabins themselves opened, but I like the aesthetic of the kitchen area. It's very, very nice. Hey, I wanted to jump into the tour real quick and clarify something on the microwave. It's actually a microwave and a convection oven. I didn't realize that when we first got here, and Carla, of course, knew it, but she wasn't here when I was doing the walkthrough. We did use it a few times to bake cinnamon rolls, and Carla made some sausage balls. You know, the only thing I noticed was that it seemed to cook a little uneven throughout the oven. The cinnamon rolls that were kind of further in the back cooked more. The ones that were more toward the front cooked a little less. Not anything crazy where like they were raw or burnt, but there was definitely a noticeable difference in how done they were. But other than that, I thought the oven worked fairly well and the microwave worked just fine. So wanted to clarify that, and we'll get back to the tour. Let's go ahead and take a little stroll back here to the back of the room now. So you got this little hallway, and oh, Anna turned all the lights off in the bathroom. So you can kind of see the bathroom here. Unfortunately, just one sink. We're not huge fans of that because we do like to have two, so Carla can have one and the girls can have one, but you know, not the end of the world. It is only one bathroom in here. So this is the only one you'll find in the entirety of the cabin. Shower is a good size. It's not one of the rainfall showers like we've seen in a few other resorts, but that's okay. Let's see. It's got a little window, a little frosting on it so that no one can peep in. But that's kind of what the bathroom looks like. Again, kind of same countertops and look as the kitchen. And then you got the bedroom. So you'll notice here in the bedroom, we've got one queen bed and then a bunk bed. So the girls are all about this. They are already fighting over who gets to sleep in the top bunk because, you know, that's the same they did over at Treehouse Villages when we stayed there with the bunk bed in there. I'll link to that video also up here in the card so you can kind of see what that room looked like. But you find a fairly tight space, I'd say. You know, there's not a lot of extra room in here. I will say kudos to them. So they have the beds that we like that have room underneath them. So you can store your suitcases and luggage and kind of get it out of the way, which is helpful because there is not a ton of square footage and room sort of available here for walking around. It's not necessarily the most spacious thing, but they're cabins. They're not supposed to be necessarily plush, luxurious accommodations. I like the bears on the theming. Again, very reminiscent of kind of some of the things I think you see over at, or that we did see when we stayed over at Wilderness Lodge. I like the deer up here on the lamp. Really, really great touches. I kind of like this. In the artwork around the room, you'll find several things that are very, again, rustic and appropriate. There's a small TV in the bedroom. Not anything huge, but again, you're not probably spending tons of time here. So that's kind of the bedroom itself. Let's go back out to the living room now, and I'll show you how the pull-down beds work. All right, so this is the couch. So you can see we've already removed the cushions here just to save you that. And Anna is going to help me. She's going to grab one side. No, you grab that side over there. She's going to grab one side. I'm going to grab the other. And you kind of see how it just pulls right out. Wow. It does take up a healthy amount of the room. So you can kind of see it is, I believe, what would be a queen bed. So you can see all of it here. And like I said, it takes up most of the room. There's probably about, I don't know, 4 feet, maybe 5 feet on the other side of it. And it comes all the way to where that chair is, basically eliminating any real room to walk. It butts right up against the table. So you're not going to use this unless you're really going to bed. It's not a place for lounging per se. But again, it does give you room to sort of sleep 6 overall in the cabin. So if that's your size of your party, you like this place, it may be a good fit. So I think that's kind of everything. It's like I said, a pretty brief tour, but did want to show you what the rooms look like in here. If you found these videos helpful, give it a like, subscribe to our channel. We put out content like this on a weekly basis, or at least we try to. You got any questions, leave a comment down below. We do answer comments all of the time. We aren't like some of the bigger channels who basically don't generally respond to anything. We try and interact and engage, and you want to know things about these rooms, other rooms, find a video, comment on it, and you're pretty likely that you're going to get an answer from us. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back with a new one next week. Thanks. Bye.